everyone hear me all right? Okay, so for our idea, we're the Purple Star Group. So the idea that we came up with was a loyalty program. So the loyalty program would be designed to work across all departments. And the bulk of our group was HVAC, that's where a lot of our ideas came from. But the idea was just to provide dealers and businesses with an opportunity to, get some encouragement for the amount of money that they spend with Mediagistics and the way they pay their bills and stuff like that. So we're given an opportunity to, pay back on what they've advertised with us. At the same time, that would result in more advertising that they'd be doing with Mediagistics. So the idea, a lot of the inspiration came from, either personal credit cards that we have, or if we fly a lot of the, people are traveling, so they're, on the A list to get through security checkout, or they have some sort of rewards through Marriott, Hilton, whatever it may be. So this follows very closely to those ideas that a lot of these major companies are doing. So the idea is that there's really kind of three main areas. So if a business is, paying on time, paying early, stuff like that, they'd be able to, get bonus points and, the opportunity to get additional advertising. Another component would be if they, from one year to the next, upgrade their plan, upgrade their program, and upgrade everything that they have, they'd also get more bonus, opportunity, bonus points, and things like that. The main way they'd be earning points was that, as they're actually spending advertising dollars throughout the year, they'd be accruing those reward points just like they would be, if they were spending money on a credit card or flying or anything along those lines. So the idea is once, the businesses are enrolled in a program like this, they would go into, one tier or another. So they would be, platinum or gold, whatever you wanted to call these different levels. And then once they had these points accrued, they could choose how to spend them in like a advertising marketplace. So we've determined specific types of advertising that to Mediagistics would be more like an intangible form of advertising, but to the dealer and to the business, it would provide a lot of value. So some of the examples for these rewards would be, if they're doing internet marketing, maybe being enrolled in more business directories, or getting additional blogs, maybe getting a social media consulting, maybe getting more revision hours, being enrolled in reputation monitoring, something along those lines. So the idea is just, paying attention to dealers, how well they are as a customer for us, rewarding them, and then we can even go as far as to giving them plaques, giving them honors, so that way they can say, they've earned honors with Mediagistics, that they're one of our, top customers and top clients. So, the loyalty program was our idea, and, that's how we feel, we could generate additional advertising with our company. It would be profitable for us, and then also provide a lot of value for the businesses that we work with.
Visuals, woohoo! All right, so our group, the Gold Star Group, we came up with, we were talking about issues that some of our clients have, and one of the things that we did last year was, problems with customer service and things like that. And some of our dealers don't really get to develop that customer relationship with clients to make sure that when people are calling, they know they're with a trusted company. So what we kind of came up with is like a community outreach, community engagement idea. Like, let's think of all the different events that we have here in Tampa. You have festivals, you have fairs, especially here in Florida and anywhere down south, it's very hot. So what if our dealers had tents with their logos all over it with portable AC units keeping them cool? They can go in and you're like, oh, it's so nice in here, I can cool off. You've got like some bottled waters and you've got some techs in there. Yeah, actually these are great to install in your Florida room. These are great and you're getting that relationship while they're in there cooling off. You can have magnets with their logos on it to take with them. You can do like paper fans that they're filling themselves off through the entire event. So you're getting brand awareness. You've got people there on site that can, hey, I'm talking to you. Oh, your air conditioning's not working. You know what? Hey, give me a call at the office on Monday. We'll come out and check it out for you. And when people are calling you, you've already built that in-person trust and bond at these events where you meant to just go have fun. So it gets you around, and then not to mention anybody that sees these cooling off tents and other businesses, they're gonna see this and go, oh, where did they get that? That's a really good idea. So then not only is your company advertising to clients, but you're advertising to other businesses that may even go, hey, where'd you get that? How did you do this? then we have a potential to upsell other things, different products for that event, social media. I mean, we have a bunch of different avenues that can promote these events and get these clients of ours and their name out in their local community without them having to do much but go to an event where everybody's having fun. So that was our day. Oh, you want that?
So we were the pink team, and we wrote in green because Jerry likes green. Thank you. And we really tried to stay focused on generating the goal, the 2015 goal, getting to, was it 50 million?
That's it.
So basically, the first thing we came up with is new industries. Taking the knowledge that we currently have and crossing over into a couple industries that we felt were lucrative, that we know they're spending money. The first one was entertainment. And when we talk about entertainment, we're talking about the local radio stations, specifically those that are promoting large events, that are spending a significant amount of money already to draw attention to themselves, yet they have horrendous websites. So from a lead builder perspective, if we were to approach them in terms of generating search engine optimization and handling all of that for them, we thought that would be great. Also, the legal industry. The attorneys, as you know, will spend an enormous amount of money for billboards. They'll spend $10,000 a month, 20, 30. They'll drop $80,000 on a 4-week radio campaign. If we were to pursue them, even in only our backyard, and see how well we did, and then try to expand that out. We thought that'd be a great option. And then just maximizing our experience with travel. And these are all to generate dollars. From a strategy perspective, we thought about value-driven branding. Branding like Publix and Apple, which kind of touch the heart, so maybe taking more of a personal story approach from the creative aspect. And then also to generate dollars as well. We had some success recently in selling 15-second spots. If we try to upsell them, you can't co-op them, but it's still a way to brand the company, and in some instances to sell the 15-second spots at 35% of the value of a 60-second spot. Also talking about sponsorships across the board, looking into popular DJs or honor personalities, sports arena sponsorships. We have a lot of baseball and hockey in our areas. Why not look into that to kind of give the clients more of a greater branding appeal? And then Justin came up with the idea of apps and YouTube, and just looking into perhaps advertising in those arenas where you're forced to see those 30-second spots or those 15-second commercials, not so much on Pandora, but on YouTube. When you open up YouTube, you do have to watch that commercial. And then new products. Why don't you tell them about sales type?
Sure, I can need the mic. Sales type, I was actually introduced to this in talking with a dealer, and I mentioned it to Luke as well. And what it does is it allows the dealer to close the loop. So they get a call tracking number, and then once that number is called, it captures all the information their caller ID would provide. So the address, who owns the home, things like that. Then they can parlay that into, okay, we sent this technician there, this was the problem, this was how much was done. And so they have a record of all of this, not having to pull it from 3 different systems or a paper system. And then they, in 3 years down the road, they can say, okay, well, we knew their system was 7 years old. Now it's 10 years old, they may be looking at replacement. We should advertise to these people. So it's not just a database that we're pulling stuff from, but we're actually using the database to give us, an educated guess as to who might need a replacement.
Thank you. And then just maximizing our relationships that we already have with Figment and also with Power Selling Pros. And then last but not least, I think this is probably the easiest way to generate new revenue, and that is to establish a referral program, to ask our existing clients for new business. If you ask, 9 times out of 10, you receive. If you don't ask, you don't get it. Thank you.
All right, Ashley and myself are representing the silver team. We came up with a couple key opportunities that we think would help out not only Mediagistic, but also our companies and how we can market. One opportunity would be kind of do the legwork and define like key market segments or like market makeup. I know typically we often say, you know, it's 25 or 35 to 64 skewed female, but we can dive a little bit deeper into understanding, you know, who the customers are in our client's market, and it would help us kind of geo-target a little bit better, maybe to certain demographics, and we can tie those into direct mail pieces, maybe certain advertisings or offers would work for certain demographics, like on a PPC, and measure like how many clicks they got, and so we would kind of understand the demographics, so we could maybe host this on like an intranet that could help us when we're selling to. So we would understand like HVAC customers. We did something similar with AAA. We had like 8 different demographics. Like one of them was like establish a leak, kind of your higher disposable income. You know, they're going to buy your higher end type of products. They're active. They're all doing golf. They might do IHG products or something like that. So identify the customers groups. And then target mediums. We can target market them with specific coupons or offers or creative concepts, something that speaks to the features and benefits in their lives. And then target offers. And we can use this, we thought, we could do radio, direct mail, internet, possibly billboards or like on a local level as well, local community things as well. And then the next one, we thought, somebody kind of hit on it a little bit, but true ROI reporting tool. So an interactive tool between us and clients to report leads. So determine more of an exact ROI. So when a client calls in, or a customer calls in and off of maybe a newsletter or a postcard, and we can go in and see call source if it's a landline, if it's a, you know, look at their names, and sometimes our clients will tell us, you know, oh, the newsletter just dropped and I just sold a $7,000 system. Yay, and we're like, oh, that's great. If we can maybe get a regular reporting type of getting that return on how it resulted.
We got one more, right? With the green team money. Our group, the first thing that we came up with was, we know management is really working on a new onboarding process and just really tightening up. So as we grow, you know, we're scalable. So one thing that we talked about was really kind of branding the program. So Mediagistic University, if you like to call it, of some sort. So it could be a quarterly, a bi-yearly type of program that ultimately you earn credit, you know, so after you know, the new employees go through the program, they either pass or they don't pass the course, and then we know what they need to actually train on. So that was the first thing that we came up with. Another thing was a dealer dashboard app, and I think that just kind of focuses more on us just staying, you know, on the forefront of trends that are coming out as far as technology goes, with Google Glasses, with the Apple Watch that may come out and things of that nature, for us and our internet marketing team to always explore new opportunities to sell. Next we had, more so for our comprehensive plans, the annual plans and power plans, a welcome to the team handbook. So, you know, things like what they can expect, you know, it's just again, so that we could, you know, keep a clear lines of communication open with them. If it's passwords, you know, access to the dashboard, calls or phone numbers, whatever it may be, just to have something that they can use as their handbook or Bible, if you want to call it. And then lastly, something simple, but that we thought could be actually very beneficial for us too, is a company newsletter. We're doing great things, you know, all throughout the U.S. and, you know, even further for that matter. And for some of our clients to hear about that, you know, if it's a quarterly or bi-yearly thing, we think that could be very beneficial for us as well. So those were the 4 things that we came up with.